Severance Season 1, Episode 8, the season finale. Basically almost caught up. I'm really curious what he gets up to in his real life, his outie life. Your innie is missing out on this experience. Oh, this sucks. Name is Radar. It's cute. Wait a minute. Let me not get sucked in to his beautiful life. It could be that he's just a gardener, right? You know, that's why he had dirt under his fingernails. Could be an innocuous thing. The thing is, I mean, work obviously not fun, not great, and school sucks, and you fantasize about all the amazing things you would be doing if you didn't have school or work, and just how amazing that would be to have nothing but free time. But in my experience, unless you either have just something really good going on, or are very, very self-directed, it has as much of a chance, if not more, of not being that great. Definitely not as great as you anticipate. In the absence of that thing, work, in many cases, is the best thing you could be doing anyway. There are so many tangential benefits, basic schedule maintenance, contributing towards some kind of output, let alone the financial benefits. It's hard for me to imagine eliminating the work element of life actually would be a paradise for people. I think actually it would be terrible just in a different way. It's kind of like food, you know, like food is the best when you're hungry. With free time and hobbies, part of the intensity comes from the fact that it's limited. How? You're not supposed to be able to draw that. You're not supposed to be able to know about that. Maybe it was paint. Is this why he has visions of black ooze? Is it just paint? Someone didn't insert Irving's chip correctly. That's not good. That seems like the kind of thing that could have serious side effects. Which musical selection is this? Creative rock. Everyone has their daily ritual. You know, walk the dog, drink your coffee, furious nightmare painting. I take back what I said about not having things to do. I don't think he's bored right now. Okay, well that's nice. At least it's not sinister in the way I thought it was sinister. It's still sinister. At least it's not fingernail dirt from, you know, burying corpses. Instead, it's the corpse of his inner psyche and emotional health. Are we looking forward to work a little bit now? We got big plans. Oh yeah, move those numbers. What are the... Okay, I'm so curious about what they're doing. Yeah, that looks an awful lot like Woe, Frolic, Dread, and Malice. Maybe that is what it is. Maybe the fifth one is just like throwing away everything that doesn't fit into this model. That's real. That's the way the line is arranged, Donnie. If you don't do it, you get an F.
Think you'll have it by...
I'll get there.
It's funny that the irony of them getting worse at work is getting better at work. They're working harder so that they can screw their employer.
I just wonder if it might be helpful for us to stand behind her and perhaps chant her name.
You know, that's an idea. It's a great idea. We're gonna keep trying.
She'll make it. Let's prep for when she makes it.
What does that mean?
Oh, and I want to schedule a end of the quarter wellness session for Mark.
It's always about Mark. A lot of focus on Mark.
I know that this has been a trying quarter, and you have availed yourself well.
Yeah, he's great at his job.
Mr. Grainer sits with Kier now, and I imagine they're both very satisfied with you.
And? Thanks? Why did I feel like a threat somehow?
Hey.
Did
you find a weird number?
I think I did.
Was it 4? Wow. At the buzzer. I wish I could say it was exciting, but I don't know what the hell they're doing, so... They're sorting the tempers, but...
She do it? She did it?
Wait a minute. This is such a brilliant idea. How come no one does this? Why do you not get music when you complete your work tasks?
Goodness.
What? This is amazing. Microsoft Word or something. They need to implement this. It's so beautiful. Oh, he's looking right into my soul.
Do it, Helly R.
And he said my name. Wow.
In your darkest moments, I could see you arriving here. In refining your macro data file, you have brought glory to this company and to me.
That is an honor bigger than what I ever could have wished for.
I love you.
I love you too,
But now
Kier
I must
Egan.
away. Goodbye, Helly R. And thank you.
The privilege was mine. This is the real reward. We found it. And it wasn't finger traps, as much as we love finger traps. And he flies away. It's such a beautiful thing. It almost brings a tear to my eye. Managers around the world, corporations around the globe, take notes. How come no one has done this? How come this is not a thing? This needs to be a thing, unironically. Speaking of that whole punishment reward spectrum, where, you know, so much is just punishment. I mean, you get paid. But it's the same problem that's come up a lot for me in the show about the separation. You don't equate the money with the work at that same instinctual level. But getting the digital ghost of Egan himself telling you that he loves you with the music immediately upon completion on the same screen on which you were doing the work, that is divine stuff. I don't get this when I upload a YouTube video. I get the satisfaction of a job well done or a job sufficiently done, but there's no music. I need a personal thank you screen from John YouTube himself. And then he needs to fly away into the sunset. One of the weird things about traveling is that you encounter the simplest things that just seem so obvious. And you're like, why doesn't every country have this? Why doesn't my country have this? Stupid yet amazing example. In Korea, if you press the wrong button on the elevator, you can press it again to cancel it. Why is that not universal? Why aren't we learning from each other? Why are we implementing these ideas?
So it's on now.
I don't know how to deal with this pleasantness in the office from Miss Selvig. Okay. Yeah, we're all very excited.
We made it, despite a staffing shakeup.
Among other things, and like a
Spending
death.
half of your time farting around the halls.
Yeah, and all that farting around the halls that we did.
Have you decided who you want to stay for the waffle party?
I was thinking Dylan,
We have to pick someone for the waffle party?
but it's more his thing.
And he really likes rewards.
Really worked hard.
See, he's a good manager. Why does only one person get waffles? It's not fair. and we're laughing again.
Mark, all sarcasm aside,
Where was the sarcasm?
Lumen needed this.
Yeah, there's a lot of heat coming from a breath in a speaker. Hello, wife.
Miss Casey.
My dead wife.
You can have a seat.
I already feel
Why's
so
everything in
comfortable.
boxes?
Oh, were you fired?
Evidently, Lumen's been blessed with a new
Oh,
wellness
no.
director. So I'll be retiring at the conclusion of this session in the
What?
rooms.
Wait,
This is not very comforting. I came here for comfort and wellness. You're supposed to give me comfort and wellness. Maybe I can give you comfort and wellness? I think you need the comfort and wellness more than I do right now. I just had a great, successful quarter. Now remember, make no reaction
Mark
whatsoever.
S., you have successfully led your department macro data refinement to meet their course.
She's a true professional. She got fired and she's still putting her heart and soul into it. I would not.
I didn't think you'd get fired.
Don't answer. That's minus 10 points.
Your Audi is kind.
It's funny because we actually know Mark, so we can evaluate your Audi
I really like to be
is someone who
the officer
crashes
of
into
all
trees. There's got to be some natural
Vexed you.
connection here, right? I mean, they had the connection.
Strange.
Who knows, right?
My life has been 107 hours long. Most of that has been these half-hour sessions.
That's it. Oh, she's only there for that.
My favorite time was the 8 hours I spent
Whoa,
in your
that's
department
wild.
watching Helly.
That's crazy. This is
Suppose what
cruel.
You could call my good old days.
I guess technically, in perspective, it's like cat years, but way more tragic.
Why do you care what happens to me?
I feel some innate attraction and connection to you. This is a test, right? They're just putting him in this situation to see what it evokes. And she's watching it.
Because we're people, not parts of people.
Oh, Mark.
No one gets to just turn you off.
You're nice, Mark.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Your Audi is kind.
I didn't even think about that. I'm like talking about how I wouldn't be this professional if I'd just been fired. It's so far beyond that.
Your Audi likes giving.
You know it's good, right?
These could all just be made up too.
It means the chips work. It's a win.
Take her back down to the testing floor, please.
What do you want? What is her skin in the game? I don't know what to think about her, man. She's such a confusing character. It's possible she herself is a rebel from the company and has a different vision for it, but needs some part of what they're doing for it and wants to see that happen. She's not the board, right? And it seems like she's doing tests on them.
Do you know if I'm happy up there?
Of course. You do all sorts of wonderful things.
She spent her 107 hours talking about other people and knowing nothing about herself.
Could I just...
I'm sorry. I just have so much to do today.
Cold. We don't know the truth about the actual car accident, so it's possible she's going back to nothing, that there is no Audi, I don't know, doing some tests on her or something. The accident could have been a scam or a hoax or a glitch in Mark's memory.
A very special gift for a very special Dylan. Our
Plot twist is
three-time
also
R
waffles.
of the Q.
Oh, I know what it is. It's one of
man
those
whose
head
mind is
things,
as sharp as his
the
incisors.
glass things.
Right, bud?
And Dylan really needed this. He had that trauma of, you know, his son.
Show them what you requested.
Yeah, show us, man.
Fine.
You did it.
Okay, yeah. Let's switch up the vibe in here.
I think the show's done a really great job so far of, you know, the plot is interesting and intriguing and whatever. Big question marks can only drive a show so far before it collapses, unless there are really great answers. But their camaraderie and friendship has been really convincing and compelling the last couple episodes. It's something Audi Mark doesn't really have. And it's interesting to think about that in the lens of, I guess, freedom, because they're definitely more free in a very material sense in the outside world. But spiritually, in some ways, it feels like they're more free here. I think it's because of their companionship and the fact that they have something intriguing, something to look forward to together. They're working on something, they're building something, they have hopes, they have a reason. They're also younger, so they have more to develop, I guess you could say. Experience is newer, but their character arcs and transformations are more pronounced than anything we've seen from the Audi so far. Man, this guy has so many roles in his job. Just everything. Multi-talented.
I should be the one to stay behind.
Nope.
Don't you want to see your kid again?
Oh, right. Oh, I totally forgot. That's why it's Dylan. The four principal characters all became a lot more likable throughout the season as well.
Helly R attempted suicide 3 weeks ago.
Yes, she did.
And we handled it. And then she met her quota, so...
Did Milchick give you those?
Answer the question.
Am I speaking with the board?
Always.
We also know that you've been spending time at the home of Mark Scott's sister.
Okay, so that's not protocol.
It has been decided that you
Wow.
be suspended from your position effective immediately.
Oh, fuck off, Natalie! Is the board even there?
I think they're always listening.
Yes.
Oh, they actually speak this time.
I can explain everything to the board tonight, please.
The board has concluded the call.
I don't think we're gonna let this stand. Maybe it will turn out that she is kind of the Agent Smith of this Matrix, going rogue.
And now in each swing of your axe or swipe of your pen, the sum of your affections, that through me they may be purified.
Yeah, it's weird. Just like at first glance, the
No
Egan
higher
stuff
purpose
is
may be found in this,
better than the Mark sister's husband thing.
or any higher love.
Except for the whole, like, through me stuff. Because, who are you? Oh, is this a loss of faith? Oh, wow, this is big. The rejection of the word. Am I crazy? I get more out of Egan's words than I get from Rickles. You just don't want to make the book, either book, a sort of false idol of itself. It's kind of beautiful. Make each swing of your axe and the swipe of your pen the sum of your affections. If you can feel a great purpose and great connection, and you have a really important why, if it's really good and if you're really following that, then I think it's a nice thought to make all of your actions tools of your own heart towards whatever that is. If Irving's character goes down the arc, I think it often goes down, he's going to come back to the Egan philosophy, but with a new perspective.
Oh my god, you got it.
It was so obvious. Goat eggs.
You scared about tonight?
Naturally, right? It's kind of terrifying. You're going against the entire world and structure that you know.
We're all assholes out there.
Well, that's a given for me.
Yeah, we already know from Helly. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I just hope it turns out I have things I care about.
Oh, right. You might be disappointed. I mean, you'll be thrilled and disappointed.
You pretended to care about me pretty well.
You're easy to pretend to care about.
Oh.
As are you.
Thanks.
Now let's put our
Okay,
lips together
reciters.
platonically.
I need to see about a management issue and this party is over.
Big things have happened today.
Dylan, I'll be back to escort you to perpetuity shortly.
Why'd I have to go to perpetuity? This is awkward. You probably reported her. Or it seems like you did.
Key card.
Firing your boss must be fun, huh? Do you know how to get to the door? Okay. She just crushed that challenge.
Look, it's likely we'll all wake up around people. Could be driving or skiing, whatever we do up there. So be ready for anything as you go up the elevator, okay? The important thing is you find someone it seems you can trust and you tell them everything.
I feel like this is setting up for a blind side where it's not at all what they're expecting, but I don't know what that could be.
But I kept this. And there was a part of it that
About camaraderie, yeah. You can't spell camaraderie without rad.
our job is to taste free air. Your so-called boss may own the clock that taunts you from the wall, but
my friends, the hour is yours.
Damn, you memorized it?
Page 197 slams.
That's beast. This is probably fascinating only to me, but I love the contrast between the two books. I keep coming back to it because I think the Egan stuff actually is better written and more value-packed. It's not that it's a totally subjective thing, and it's that it's in the eye of the beholder. Some things are more or less true than other things, and there are better and worse ways to convey their ideas, but your aim shapes what you see. The words and the books themselves were never the point. They're trying to point to something, and your aim and your vision define what you see and how much you see. If there's something you're really well connected to, and if you have the right spirit, the things that have meaning in the correct way will just land perfectly into your vision. And other things, even if they actually would be useful and resonant to someone, meaning someone can actually see in full detail the wisdom in it, will either slip right by or be rejected if it's counter to the aim. Good ideas get missed and bad ideas get adopted, and vice versa. There's something higher there, which is a person and their intent.
Okay, kids.
Good luck, everyone.
Let's find out what's for dinner.
Oh, damn, that was badass. That was way better than I expected.
You think we're about to meet our spouses?
What's for dinner, kids?
Maybe.
Maybe it's each other.
That stands to reason, right? I mean, it's possible. Oh, okay. Scared me. Is this platonic?
Good luck out there, boss.
Yeah, it's no, let's find out what's for dinner, but solid.
Type, trackball, type, flip, trackball, enter.
I trust him a lot more in this task after hearing him recite page 197 from memory.
Dylan G?
I'll be out in a minute.
We have got to talk to this department about the egregious amounts of bathroom time. I'm confused about this event. I was expecting waffles. Okay, why do we have the waffles here? I guess it's an honor. Okay, those are solid waffles. God damn, that looks good. I don't get to eat waffles.
Fuck her in her fucking face, smile. Fuck her goddamn soul.
Yeah, she's annoying, but it's the board, right? To the founder's bed. Why? Do you have to do this part? This is mandatory? Oh, it's that kind of waffle party. This makes a lot more sense now. Do we need the masks? Why does this feel like someone's gonna die? Yeah, I mean, if you feel like you're doing God's work, it's a big loss. But don't lose faith. That's not the Egan way. Why have you forsaken me? Oh, great Egan. This is overwhelming. What is happening? What is going on? Are they gonna sacrifice Dylan? Also, we have another goat. A goat, a jester, a lady, and a bride? Are they the Four Tempers? Yeah, I understand fleeing. That was sort of overwhelming.
Hi, Mrs. Selvig. Sorry to just pop over.
Yes? What is it?
Is it about the recycling cans?
Devin asked me to double check, see if you're interested in coming.
I'm sorry, Mark. I'm not feeling quite myself this evening.
Oh, no, I get it. I mean, it's not a funeral. So.
See ya, buddy. This feels like it could be very serendipitous. It'll be a trip for Irving to spawn here and see all the paintings of the room, the hallway. Mark might be at the party. Helly killing homeless people or whatever it is she does for fun. I bet those masks are the Four Tempers. The jester would be Frolic. The goat would be Malice. The old lady Dread. And I guess the bride is Woe. I'm not sure why exactly. Is marriage that bad? Also, I think we learned a little bit more about Egan and what he was up to, unfortunately. I think we maybe found his real aim.
Mark, you've got your copy to follow along, yes? Oh, I think I left it by my bed.
This is twice now, Mark.
Oh, shoot. Really? Okay, shoot. Yeah, I'm sorry. And it's a 15-minute drive back, so you could still
Oh
catch
no, Rickles. God, it's exhausting.
Watch for leakies, Mark.
Hi, Mrs. Selvey.
She made it. Uh-oh. Miss Selvey, why are you here?
I just had a bad day at the shop.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Glad you're here now. Work's just work, right?
That depends what it means to you. That's amazing. That's so beautiful. I thought it was going to be his face. That's why I didn't want to show it to them. He was embarrassed.
Okay, so this is... Where's MDR?
It's hard when you're panicking, yeah. You practice it a million times in your head, but then in the actual moment, it's different. Also, he's never seen this room before, right? He just heard about the room. I just realized this is not the last episode of season 1. I thought there were 8. So I was like, there's no way they can resolve this in 5 minutes. And that would be the worst cliffhanger ever. No pressure. You got this, Dylan. And Dylan, we trust.
I heard you say to Devin something about a life change.
Thinking about quitting Lumen.
Thinking I might quit.
Quit.
Beehive. Lullaby, open house, overtime. Yes.
What are those? Oh, these are nice words for what seem like very terrible things. Beehive, I'm guessing, is like mass control, maybe? Hive mind? Branch transfer could be actual branch transfer. It also could be one mind to another. Clean slate seems like just a total erasure. Elephant, you give them a political orientation. Freeze, frame, just a freeze, pause.
Lullaby.
Goldfish, lullaby, jeez.
Yes.
Open house, that's terrifying.
Not sure I need it anymore.
That's great. It's about to get real weird in here. And also about the cliffhanger. Oh, don't mess it up. That could kill them. Oh no.
Come here.
Oh, please, God, I trusted in you. Nice. Nailed it. And cliffhanger. That's rude. That's cruel. Glad we have one more episode in the season. Wow, we actually made it out. That's amazing. Well, who knows? Who knows what it looks like? I'm kind of curious what happens if he messes it up. Things get real goldfish. I think that menu does suggest they're doing a lot more than it seems with their conceptions. We maybe have only scratched the surface of what they're doing with these chips, which is really cool and also kind of encouraging for the scope and depth of the show, as long as it's not a mystery box.